Leo, football now, and in The Guardian, Qatar under scrutiny. I will just say that the last time England held the World Cup, it was illegal to be gay here as well. And, certain amount of water.
So you think that holding the World Cup is going to broaden them?
This 2 years,
could be the inciting
literally
incident.
the year after we had the Wolfenden report. So you never know.
Yeah, but I mean that's why we haven't built a time machine and gone back to host it in England in the 30s. But the Guardian has done a poll, and a large majority of people in Britain think the World Cup should not be held in Qatar because of its position on LGBTQ rights. So obviously homosexuality is illegal in Qatar. I think it used to technically have the death penalty. I think that's been reduced to 7 years imprisonment, which, I mean, I guess it's an improvement. But also, I mean, if you're going to punish a gay guy, do you really want to send him to prison? I don't know.
Send him to a women's prison.
Yeah, well, that's what they do in Scotland. But in addition, only 43% of Britons think that England and Wales teams are right to participate in the tournament, given the anti-gay law.
And so were they asked in this poll, as far as we know, specifically on that? Because there are plenty of other reasons to be opposed to it as well, right? I mean, for a start, there's the number of deaths and the slave labour involved in building the stadium.
This was specifically around LGBTQ issues, because I mean, I guess the Guardian care more about that than modern slavery. But it comes, after James Cleverly, the UK Foreign Secretary, said something quite stupidly about how people going to Qatar should respect their homophobia. And
if you see some men kissing, make sure you go and beat them up. Was that the advice?
Basically, yeah.
I have a little bit of sympathy with Cleverly because he's probably just trying to avoid there being an unusually high number of diplomatic incidents during a World Cup, isn't he? He's probably just saying, if you are a gay football fan and you go to Qatar, recognise what you're doing, and there will be consequences probably which we won't necessarily be able to help you out. I think there is probably some sense in a government minister just saying, in the same way that they normally go to the football fans, do you know what I mean? Not everyone is as comfortable with you marching down the street singing ole, ole, ole.
And you think that's not stopped them, though?
No, it hasn't stopped them. I mean, I don't know. I felt I still remember the moment when they announced it was given to Qatar, just thinking, just what? It's clearly absurd.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be fought in the middle of winter, in the middle of our Premier League and everybody else's season. It just makes no sense at all. And it's just gone on becoming more and more absurd.
It makes no sense until you realise the amount of money that Qatar is pumping into the football industry. I think it's $300 billion they've spent on the whole thing. No. And a lot of Qataris are questioning whether it's where they've got a 10-lane superhighway going between the stadiums and the camps and stuff. And it's like it's a Potemkin village, basically.
Well, I mean, do they? This is ignorance on my part, but do they have much of a? I mean, apart from the oil industry, is there?
Well, they're going to.
Are there cities?
They're going to use the stadiums for executing homosexuals.
It's going to be like Spanish bull ring kind of.